everybody. Looking so forward to seeing you guys next week. Cohort A, you'll be joining us on Tuesday. Cohort Z on Wednesday. Mr. DeStefano and myself, we're going to walk you through the procedures. Come on along.
At this point, I've entered the building. I'm wearing a clear or mesh backpack, and that's going to help us when we do our security checks this year. I'm going to be wanded by security like we've been doing. And then I'm going to proceed to the temperature scanning kiosk. There are 2 yellow sensors. The one down here is for your wrist. You want to put the flat part of your wrist about 2 inches away from the scanner. If I don't get a good reading here, you might be asked to do it again. If so, you can use your forehead. You can use your forehead and take your temperature here. All right? My temperature reading will be here. If you're running a fever, you're going to be directed to go through the weight room and to the isolation area, which is outside of the nurse's office. All right? You would hear a siren go off here, okay, if that were the case. Since I don't have a fever, I'm going to continue my check-in. I'm going to use my student ID. I'm going to check in on scholarship. If I'm a 7th grader, after this, I'm going to proceed to the cafeteria. If I'm in grades 8, 9, or 10, I'm going to go up the stairs to the to the auditorium. Okay, here I go. We're familiar with coming in through Liberty Place entrance, but this year, we're going to have a second way to enter the building, and that's through these doors on the El Dorado side. If you are a student in grades 7, 9, or 11, this is where you are going to enter the building on the days that you come to school. If you can't remember it, just think, it's odd that I'm coming in a different entrance, and the odd grades are the ones who will be coming here. So grades 7, 9, 11 here, and grades 8, 10, and 12 will come in through Liberty Place. Now, we don't have as much space as we do in the front, so be socially distant in your lines that go outside of the building. But as you get to this point, again, you will be wanded. You'll approach the kiosk that operates in the same manner. You'll scan in on the kiosk. And at this point, there'll be 2 things that you could do. If I'm in 7th grade, I'm going to go this direction and go into the cafeteria. And again, grades 8, 9, and 10 will go up the stairs to the auditorium. What about grades 11 and 12? You guys will be the last group to enter the building, so you will be going straight to your lockers when you get here.
Mr. Ferullo, why are you standing in front of a bus?
It's funny you should mention that, Mr. DeStefano. There is an exception to the rule of entrances. If you are a 7th grader coming off our bus, you have the exception of coming in the Liberty entrance and heading directly into the cafeteria.
So if I'm a 7th grader, I take the bus, I go in this door.
That is correct.
When you enter the building and you come into the cafeteria, we're going to have desks set up socially distant from one another, and you should come have a seat until you're called over the loudspeaker to go to your locker. If it's a nice day, you can even enjoy the courtyard. For students in grades 8, 9, and 10, as soon as you enter the building, you're going to come right to the auditorium, okay? We're going to put numbers on the side of each row with grade level, beginning with 8th grade in the very front. So this will be a row for 8th graders. And what we're going to do to make sure that you're socially distant from one another is mark with a piece of white tape on top of rows, seats that you are eligible to sit in, okay? So we may fit possibly 3 students, possibly 4 in the front row here, okay? We're going to fill up the 8th grade here, followed by 9th, and then 10th, and you will be alerted by me when you should go to your locker, grab your shield, and go to class. I will be in the auditorium every morning with you. Let's go to a classroom and see what that's going to look like.
So when you come in the first day, we're going to give you guys this shield and clips for each desk, which you're going to attach to the desk, and the shield will fit right in. But at the end of each day, you're going to return your shield into your locker so that way it's always here. So I'm going to take my shield since I'm going to class, and it'll be able to fold out, and I'm going to put it on my desk in my clips. And this is going to be your protection in class every day. And at the end of the day, I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it back in. You might have to finesse it a little, and then I close my locker, and I'm good for the day. Okay, you've made it through your checkpoints, you've gone to your locker, you have your shield, now you're back in class. First thing I want to do is I'm going to sanitize my hands. Okay? We're going to, on the first day, give you the shield and the clips. To save time, I've already attached the clips, but it's very, very simple. Little thin piece of plastic that's on top of the clips, and you're going to peel it off, and you're going to put it in, and you're going to see it's very firm. So you're going to take your shield, which folds 3 ways, and you're going to fit it into the slots. Okay, here's 1, and there's 2. Now I'm ready to work with my Chromebook, and I'm protected on all sides. We still want you to wear your mask. The windows will be open, the air conditioning will be on, and as you can see, the desks are all 6 feet apart. Please respect the safety and time that we put into it for your protection. If you are unable to keep your mask on or follow the rules that we're giving you, we're going to have to reevaluate how you are in school each day. When I'm done, I take my shield, it folds up nicely, I grab my wipe things down, nice and easy, for the next person to come in, and we're off to the next class.
Student bathroom use will be a little bit different this year. Students will be able to use the restrooms on the 2nd floor and on the ground floor. The 1st floor bathrooms will be reserved for faculty use. You can see the sign here, 1 person allowed in the bathroom at a time. And you might be thinking, how will I know there's already someone in here? We're going to have somebody stationed outside of each bathroom, ensuring that they're being used one at a time. Your phys ed classes are going to be outside as much as possible. We're going to be using Arakel Field a lot. While outside, if the students are socially distant, they will be able to take mask breaks. The focus this year is going to be on personal fitness. There's not going to be team games that the students are engaged in. There's also going to be days where the students are just walking. And it's important to know that the locker rooms are not in use right now. Students will not be going into the locker room. So especially as it gets colder here in October, it's important to be layered, have extra things in your locker that you could wear if it's a colder day. Bring shoes with you. If you don't wear something that's an athletic sneaker, you could bring that with you to change into when you're going to come outside. It's going to be different than anything we've done before, but that's what this whole year is about.
A few things about the dress code. First of all, shorts will not be necessary as all of the classrooms have air conditioning and the windows will be open to provide enough ventilation. So you won't need shorts. Bandanas and hats are not permitted. Also, what we do want you to make sure that you do wear every day is a mask, and we want to make sure that you're wearing your ID. These are items that we want to have on you at all times.
And it's dismissal time. You made it through the end of the day, you're just in your locker, and you put your shield back. You're going to leave from the same door that you came in. Now we're staggering our dismissal so that way there's less people in the hall. 7th and 8th grade, you guys will leave 2 minutes before the bell. The teacher will let you know. 9th and 10th, you'll leave at the bell. Again, the teacher will let you know. And 11th and 12th, you'll leave 2 minutes after the bell. For those of you who are getting lunch, it's going to be a grab and go, and it's going to be right by the Liberty side exit. And then you're off on your way home.